Hello guys, welcome back to an episode review of Hollyoaks for today, Tuesday, 18th of February 2025. Unfortunately, Oscar's been stabbed and it's worse than I thought. He's had surgery, he's had a CT scan because of his head when he fell, and it turns out that his cochlear implant is most likely damaged and he may not be able to hear when he wakes up. I really felt sorry for the Osborns because the whole family is just breaking apart in an instant, and the main culprits are Rex, who's obviously using Cat to tear that family down, and also another byproduct is Arlo and him bullying Ro, which unfortunately Oscar went into the middle of this heated argument or fight that we're having, and I just really felt sorry for the Osborns and Oscar having to go through all of that. He's just been caught in the crossfire and he's had nothing to do with any of this, and he's just, so innocent. He's just bringing, I think it was a coursework he was bringing to Ro, and I just feel like it's a bit of a doom and gloom, to be honest, this episode. Just when the Osborns, I thought they were getting back together. Nancy's got her dream job being the head teacher, and Darren and her back together. Everything's normal. Frankie's trial, finished and just recently, and JJ's in prison, and I was really having to have some sort of hope and enjoyment that the Osborns are coming together, because look, Soapland, okay, there are some sort of elements of being mundane and realistic to life, but also there are some happy times during life, and I don't think the Osborns have had much of that. And it just feels like if it's not one doom and gloom, it's the next doom and gloom, and it's the type of family who really deserves a bit of happiness. Let me know what you think as well. Frankie's obviously are still in for the vape, which had spice in, the drugs, whatever you're going to call it. And she's basically gone and, got stoned and off her head inside the village. And Kat just seems to be everywhere. That really frustrates me. I know she's obviously doing that, obviously, to let her son go. But there are other ways, you should open up to Darren, because obviously Darren's given you every single trust when he was up in Newcastle. It sounds like you two have formed a good friendship. And as a friend, you should let Darren know what is Rex doing to you, and rather than destroying Darren's family and also get the police involved. I know, the villains, that they say that the police make it much worse, but in times like this, sometimes you have no choice, because you're going to make matters worse for yourself and for everyone else. Let me know what you think, because obviously, again, I know she's only working for Rex and she's being forced to, but it's just frustrating me how she's always around and she's working quite well in favour of Rex, getting Frankie on board, getting Frankie to take drugs, and now she's leaving Hollyoaks. I'm hoping she'll be back soon, most likely, but obviously it's just going to add more fuel to the fire now, like in terms of tragedy. And I guess what frustrated me the most, to be honest, and in terms of the writing as well, a little bit, rarely I don't have a problem with the writing, is the fact that Ro is, he's the one that stabbed Oscar accidentally, but he was aggravated to this situation because obviously it led to him and Arlo having a fight. He was bullied for months. He was threatened with his life, and he's had the need to carry a knife, which is wrong in itself, but he's obviously misguided. And Oscar again came to the crossfire, and now Ro's going to young offenders and is being taken by the police, and it's just really frustrating. And especially what the height of frustration was when Marie came in with Arlo, and she was very don't want to use the word self-righteous, but you know what I mean, guys. Like, she was very adamant and sure that it was Ro that stabbed him. Yes, technically, yes, Ro did stab him accidentally, but what led to that? What rose to that situation? It's the months of bullying that Marie's son has been doing to Ro. It's and the fact that Marie just never looks at home. Because she did the same with Abe as well. I know Abe and Arlo are two different characters and two different beings, but it's Marie's just not looking at home. She's just always looking at others to blame, but it's never her fault or her family's fault, and she's fiercely defensive. And I just don't know what. I really hope Tony does see the light, because I think at this point of time, Marie doesn't deserve someone like Tony, is what I'm saying. And also, she does need to look close at home. The positive things with Marie, look, I really do like, her interaction with Steve. I find her sometimes quite comical. But just the lack of accountability, when it comes to her sons, and it's highly frustrating, especially in serious situations like this. Let me know what you thought, guys, as well. Elsewhere, Freddie, again, is a bit miserable in the engagement party of Vicky and Freddie. Again, there's something Vicky and Robbie. Again, something's going on there, because I did say in the last episode review, which was yesterday, that it seems like Vicky is being tricked into believing that it was Freddie that was texting her, and she just sent herself a nude to Freddie, who she thought she was sending it to. But it turns out it's a blackmailer, and she needs to pay up now. So, and the thing is, Robbie was acting a bit weird as well in the party. He wasn't acting weird around Freddie. It seems like he's got a bit of resentment towards Vicky. I don't know. The body language tells me that Robbie's not entirely happy with Vicky. So it's like he knows something. And also, I don't know if you remember, a long time ago, there was an episode where Freddie and Vicky were talking. There was a shadow by the stairs. And that was either Grace or Robbie, and I feel like Robbie knows something, and he could be a suspect in blackmailing Vicky, because obviously they got the nude of Vicky. She sent it while she was in the toilets, and but it could not be Robbie. It could be someone else. Let me know who you think it is, guys. But obviously, again, it's a bad idea to send nudes to others. Doesn't matter how long you've known them, because it can land you in tricky situations. And even if you trust them, it could be a glitch in the phone, or do you know what I mean? Someone can hack your phone and all sorts. Anyway, that is it, guys. I think. Oh yeah, another frustrating bit of the episode was, again, Dylan trying to get the keys, because again he's being puppeted by Rex, trying to control him, get the keys so they can rob Tony's restaurants and belongings and money and everything, and to replace this invisible $5,000 that is supposedly missing, when the bag is literally with the Rex. Again, it's another grooming storyline. So it's bad times for the Osbournes, Frankie especially, and Darren, Oscar as well right now, Dylan, the Cunninghams, Hutchinson, Tony, Diane. I don't know what's going to go on. I do hope Tony sees the light, like I said. Dylan as well. It just seems a bit of a doom and gloom, to be honest, and I hope it's not dragged. I really hope justice is there, because Rex has been there for so long now, and he's just always reverting back to his old ways. He can't leave the dark gangster world in drugs and whatnot. So it's a bit of a long episode review, but I hope you enjoyed it. Oh yes, there was a light part of the scene in today's episode where Steve has taken in the stray cat into his house, which was absolutely funny, and now he's looking after it. I hope he got the cat immunised, got his vaccines done. And anyway, I'll see you in the next episode review. Peace, guys.